Hello, it's a pleasure to see you all again. I'm very happy to meet you again. Why is the white flag a symbol of surrender and truce? On a battlefield, a white flag is a sign requesting a ceasefire, or more bluntly, it is a symbol of surrender, as only the side that is weaker or about to lose would seek a ceasefire. Everyone knows this, but people usually don't have the time to investigate the origins of everything they're curious about, and F5M is delighted to do that job for you.
Wait! Ceasefire!
According to Wikipedia, the use of a white flag for surrender was first recorded in history during the Eastern Han Dynasty in China, from 25 to 220 AD. In the West, the ancient Roman historian Publius Cornelius Tacitus recorded the first use of a white flag for surrender in the Second Battle of Cremona in 69 AD. Before that, Roman soldiers would surrender by raising their shields above their heads. By the medieval period from the 5th to the 15th centuries, the white flag was widely used in Western Europe to signify surrender. Historians believe that white was chosen to symbolize surrender simply because it was convenient. Firstly, in a bloody and dusty battle, the white color inadvertently stood out. Flag experts believe that a plain white flag would create a clear contrast against the many colorful flags armies would carry into battle. Additionally, dyeing technology nearly 2,000 years ago was still quite rudimentary, so white cloth was the most common, and it's likely that when soldiers needed something prominent to signal surrender, they would think of what they were already wearing. In ancient China, white was also the dominant color in funerals, with white mourning cloths and garments symbolizing death and sorrow. This could be one reason why soldiers during the Eastern Han used a white flag to express the pain of defeat. Throughout history, white has also been associated with individuals granted immunity from combat. Many envoys in the past carried a white staff. Prisoners or hostages captured in battle often had a white piece of paper attached to their hats to mark them, and soldiers from garrison units that had surrendered and were guaranteed safe withdrawal would carry a white cane. In 1502, King Zamorin of Calicut, a kingdom in India, sent an envoy with a white cloth tied to a stick as a sign of peace to negotiate with his enemies. In 1625, the Dutch jurist Hugo Grotius, in his book On the Law of War and Peace, De Ire Belli a Pacis, acknowledged the white flag as a signal, and its use signified an implicit request for the right to negotiate, which must be honored. This shows that the white flag symbolizing surrender is an ancient historical symbol. However, it does not guarantee that when a soldier waves a white flag, their enemies on the opposite side must cease fire. There are no laws or punishments that require them to stop firing if they don't want to. This is why the Hague Conventions were established. These are a series of international treaties and declarations negotiated and adopted in The Hague, Netherlands in 1899 and 1907. Article 32, Chapter 3 of the 1899 Hague Convention regarding flags truce stipulates that a person carrying a white flag, dispatched for negotiations by one of the warring parties, and those accompanying him, such as an interpreter, flag bearer, or band, have inviolable rights. To ensure the rights of the warring parties, the law of war stipulates that the misuse of the white flag is prohibited and constitutes a war crime known as perfidy. Yet, throughout the world wars, there were many recorded cases where soldiers used the white flag to fake surrender in order to approach and attack the enemy, and many soldiers were killed while holding a white flag to surrender. In summary, the white flag is a signal of surrender with a long history and is now regulated by international law. However, not everyone waving a white flag is surrendering, and not everyone who surrenders will be granted clemency. Would you like to add anything? Comment below. As always, don't forget to share this video if you found it helpful, and remember to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest videos from Facts 5 Minutes. Goodbye, and see you again.